Have you ever opened your eyes suddenly without any sound, without any reason, as if your heart woke up before your body? The room around you feels different, still, quiet, almost sacred. There is no movement, not even the soft hum you usually hear at night. The air feels heavier, calmer, almost like it's holding its breath. You reach for your phone or glance at the clock, 3:02 3:40 M 4:11 M, maybe 4:47 AM. And for a moment, you just stare at the numbers glowing in the darkness. You think to yourself, why now? Why this exact minute? What woke me? What pulled me out of sleep so quietly? You close your eyes again, hoping to fall back into your dreams, but something inside you refuses to rest. Your mind is quiet, but your heart feels alert, awake, almost aware of something unseen. It's as if there is a gentle tug on your soul, a soft pull, a feeling you can't explain, like someone calling you without using words. My dear listener, this moment is not random. This silence is not empty. This hour is not meaningless. And your waking is not a mistake. It is not just your body. It is not your phone. It is not stress or habit. It is a call, a gift, a moment chosen specifically for you by the one who created your heartbeat. Allah wakes you not to trouble you, not to frighten you, but to bring you closer to something beautiful. He wakes you because there is something waiting for you in the stillness of the night that the daytime can never give. He wakes you because your heart needs a peace you cannot find anywhere else. He wakes you because He loves you far more deeply than you have ever understood. The hour when the heart hears what the ears cannot. At this time of the night, when the sky is dark and the world finally rests, something happens that cannot be explained by science alone. The quiet is not just quiet. It is a different kind of silence. A silence that has weight, a silence you can feel brushing against your skin, a silence that touches your heart and reveals what you've been hiding from yourself. It is the kind of quiet that settles, not just around you, but inside you. It slows your breathing. It softens your pulse. It makes you more honest with yourself than you've been all day. During the day, life moves too fast. There is always noise, cars, messages, voices, responsibilities, notifications that never stop, tasks that pile up, thoughts that race faster than your ability to control them. But at this hour, all of that disappears. The noise outside falls away. The expectations fall away. The pressure falls away. Even time feels like it slows down and stretches into a softer, gentler shape. And suddenly, you notice your own heart again. You hear the quiet beat that has been drowned out by everything you carried during the day. You begin to feel emotions you pushed aside for hours, not because you didn't care, but because you didn't have space to feel them. The weight you've been carrying, without acknowledging it, slowly rises to the surface. The sadness you disguised with smiles comes forward. The loneliness you pretend doesn't bother you sits gently beside you. The confusion you hide behind confidence becomes clearer. The stress you suppress so you can't keep going finally breathes. When the noise fades, the truth rises. The hurt you hide behind polite conversations whispers your name. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand. It simply asks to be noticed. The worries buried under your routine, hidden under meetings, calls, chores, errands, schedules, float back to the surface as if they have been waiting for this exact moment to be seen. The pain you never talk about, the pain you don't know how to describe, the pain you're afraid people will misunderstand, steps into the quiet and says, I'm still here, not to hurt you, but to remind you that healing is still needed. The fears you push away during the day, because you need to appear strong, show themselves honestly. Even the dreams you once had, the ones you let go of, the ones life took away, the ones you silently cried over, come back for a moment, not to make you sad, but to remind you that your heart still remembers them. Memories you thought faded, return with clarity. Moments you never processed, break through the stillness. Things you pushed down stand before you with surprising gentleness. Nothing hides in this hour. Nothing escapes the silence. Nothing is covered by distractions, because the night reveals what the day hides. And Allah knows this. Allah knows exactly what rises in your chest. When the world grows quiet, He knows the secrets you fear to say aloud. He knows the tears you blink away before anyone can see. He knows the ache behind your laughter. He knows the guilt you carry quietly. He knows the confusion that keeps you awake. He knows the heaviness you pretend isn't heavy. He knows the thoughts that break you, even when your face looks calm. So when Allah wakes you at this hour, in this window of silence and truth, it is not random. It is not meaningless. It is not biology. It is Him calling your heart to a moment where it can finally breathe. A moment where you don't have to pretend, where you don't have to act strong, where you don't have to hide your fears or silence your pain. A moment where your soul can stretch, exhale, and speak, not with words, but with presence. He's not waking you to scare you. He is not waking you to expect perfection. He is not waking you to test your strength or measure your worth. He is waking you as an act of mercy, a personal call from the one who knows you best, a soft whisper from your Creator. I am here. I hear you. I see you. Come to me. You are not alone. Because in this silent hour, your soul hears a message your ears cannot hear during the day. Your heart feels a pull that is impossible to feel when life is loud, and your spirit recognizes a closeness with Allah that becomes hidden when the world is bright, busy, demanding, overwhelming. This hour was made for truth, for healing, for returning, for remembering. It was made for moments like these, moments when your heart speaks and Allah answers. Before you even say a word, when Allah wakes you, He is choosing you. Think about this for a moment. Not with your mind, but with your heart. Something so small, so gentle, so easy to overlook, yet so profound that your heart understands it long before your mind catches up. If someone you deeply, deeply love, someone whose voice brings you comfort, whose presence makes you feel safe, whose absence feels like a missing piece, if that person called your name softly in the middle of the night, you wouldn't need to think. Your eyes would open, your heart would jump, your body would respond before a single thought entered your mind. Why? Because love recognizes love, because the heart reacts. Too familiar, care, in ways the brain cannot explain, because the voice of someone who matters touches you differently, deeper, closer, softer. Now pause and let your soul breathe before the next realization. What about Allah, the one who gave you every breath, the breath you just released, the breath you are taking now, the next breath you don't even know is coming? What about the one who protected you from dangers you never saw, from accidents you never noticed, from heartbreaks you were never aware of, from paths that would have destroyed you without you even realizing it? What about the one who forgave you again and again, sins you forgot, mistakes you regret, moments that still make your heart drop, yet He covered them with a mercy wider than the sky above you? What about the one who watched over you as you lived your days, forgetting him who waited for you, as you drifted further and further away, who welcomed you again, even after months or years of silence, sin, distraction, distance? When Allah wakes you in this precious hour, in this soft, quiet, sacred hour, when the world is asleep and the heavens are open, it is not to frighten you. It is not to burden you. It is not because He is angry with you. It is never to push you away. It is to pull you closer. He wakes you because He knows your heart better than you know your own. He knows the emptiness you try to fill with people who cannot fill it. He knows the pain you try to numb with distractions that never last. He knows the questions you carry, questions that keep you awake, questions no one has been able to answer, questions you feel embarrassed to admit. He wakes you to give you something no human can give. He wakes you to pour peace into your chest when the world keeps stealing it. He wakes you to clear your mind. When your thoughts have become knots you can no longer untangle, He wakes you to put light back in your heart. When life has dimmed it with disappointments, losses, and heartbreaks, He wakes you to give strength to your soul, especially when exhaustion has become your closest companion and you don't know how to continue. Everything you whispered about, everything you cried about, everything you begged for, everything that broke you, Allah wakes you in this hour because He wants to place the answer gently, mercifully, lovingly into your hands. He wakes the tired soul that feels like it cannot take one more step. He wakes the heart that has been quietly breaking for months or years without anyone noticing. He wakes the sinner who thinks they are too stained to return. He wakes the person who wipes their tears in secret because they don't want anyone to worry. He wakes the one who feels lost, confused, directionless, terrified of tomorrow, unsure of what to do next. He wakes the one who feels hurt, ignored, overlooked, invisible, unloved, even when they are surrounded by people. Allah wakes you because He sees something in you that you cannot see in yourself anymore. A spark of belief, even if it feels tiny. A spark of hope, even if it flickers. A spark of sincerity, even if you doubt your intentions. A spark of goodness, even if the world convinced you that you are not good enough. Even if that spark is buried under years of sin, years of sadness, years of guilt, years of disappointment, years of loneliness, years of feeling unworthy. Allah sees it, Allah honors it, Allah chooses it. It chooses you because people forget your worth, but Allah never does. People overlook your heart, but Allah never does. People misjudge you, but Allah never does. People get tired of you, but Allah never does. And sometimes, after everything life has done to you, you forget who you are. You forget your own value. You forget your own light. You forget your own soul. So Allah wakes you at this hour so you can remember. Remember who you are. Remember who He is. Remember your worth in His sight. A worth that never decreases, never fades, never disappears. No matter how far you fall, no matter how long you've been gone, no matter how broken you feel, you are worth waking. You are worth calling. You are worth choosing. And Allah is showing you that in the quietest, softest, most beautiful way your heart has ever known. The time when the heavens are open. The Prophet ﷺ told us something so extraordinary, so breathtaking, so heavy with meaning, that if our hearts truly understood even a fraction of it, sleep would feel impossible in this blessed hour. He told us that every night, not on special occasions, not only for the righteous, not only when the moon is full or when your life feels peaceful, but every single night, without fail, in the last third of the night, Allah Himself descends to the lowest heaven in a way that suits His majesty, His greatness, His perfection. Pause and let this truth settle into your bones. This is the creator of everything, the creator of the sky above you, the creator of the galaxies beyond imagination, the creator of the hidden world and the seen world, the creator of your heart, your breath, your destiny, drawing near to His servants, not just to the prophets, not just to the angels, not just to the saints, to you, to every soul, the righteous and the sinful, the hopeful and the broken, the confident and the lost, the strong and the trembling. And when Allah comes close, He does not remain silent. He does not wait for you to search for Him. He does not hide behind mystery or distance. He calls out. He calls gently, lovingly, mercifully. Who is asking me, so I may give him? Who is calling on me, so I may answer him? Who is seeking forgiveness, so I may forgive him? Let those words echo inside you. The Lord who designed galaxies that stretch beyond the reach of human eyes, the Lord who created stars that burn for billions of years, the Lord who formed every atom in your body, every cell in your heart, every thought in your mind, the Lord who commands angels with a single word, who splits seas, who raises mountains, who brings life from nothing and returns it to dust. The Lord who keeps your heart beating without you ever asking. That Lord is asking you in the stillness of the night, my servant, what do you need? How can we call this a normal hour? How can we treat this as ordinary? How can we sleep through such a personal, intimate invitation from the one who created love itself? This is not a random moment. This is not a leftover part of the night. This is not simply late hours. This is a door, a heavenly door, opened by Allah Himself. A door your soul was created to walk through. A door that does not remain open all day. A door with a time, with a wisdom, with a meaning. In this sacred window, the heavens are not empty. The sky is not silent. The unseen world wakes up in a way the physical world cannot understand. The angels fill the sky, not with sound, not with noise, but with glowing, quiet light. Light that moves like waves, light that ascends and descends, with a gentleness our eyes cannot see. And in their hands, they carry du'as. They carry the whispered prayers of hearts breaking behind closed doors. They carry tears that fall silently onto pillows. They carry hopes that feel too fragile to say out loud. The angels rise with du'as from tired mothers who cry after everyone falls asleep, from fathers who feel the pressure of providing, from young people who feel lost in a confusing world, from old souls who beg Allah for a peaceful ending, from sinners who feel too ashamed to look up during the day, from people who feel invisible, unloved, forgotten. Every prayer, every breath of hope, every tear lifted in the quiet of this hour. During the day, we feel unseen. We feel unheard. We feel like our voices drown in noise, like our existence is small, like our pain doesn't matter. But in this hour, nothing is unseen. No tear slips without being counted. No whisper passes without being heard. No plea is too small. No heart is too shattered. No mistake is too heavy for His mercy. Your voice, even if it cracks, even if it trembles, even if it's more sob than speech, reaches Allah with perfect clarity. He hears you. Before your lips move, He understands your pain. Before you gather the courage to describe it, He knows your needs before you form them into words. This is not empty time. This is not a lonely hour. This is a sacred doorway, a doorway to the one whose mercy never closes. For the ones who seek Him, a doorway to the one who has been waiting, not for your perfection, not for your eloquence, not for your strength, but for you. He waits for you in this hour, every single night, gently, patiently, lovingly, not to punish you, not to test you, not to question your worth. He waits simply to give you what your heart has been longing for all along. And if you understood who is calling you, you would run to this hour with a heart that finally knows where home truly is. Your pain has a place to go. Some of you wake up at this hour with thoughts so heavy, they feel like stones sitting on your chest. Not just one stone, but many, stacked from years of carrying things alone, thoughts you have carried for so long that you don't even remember what it feels like to breathe without weight, or to wake up without pressure, or to live without feeling tired inside your soul. Some of you wake because of the stress of finances, the bills that keep coming, the responsibilities that keep growing, the efforts that never seem enough. You work, you plan, you sacrifice, but it feels like climbing a mountain where the ground keeps sliding beneath your feet. Some of you wake with family problems that drain your spirit every day. Arguments that don't heal. Relationships that feel strained. Pressure that feels endless. A home that doesn't feel peaceful. A heart that is always tired. Some of you wake because a relationship hurt you in silence. A break that cracked your heart quietly, so quietly that no one else saw the wound. You survived the day. You spoke as if things were normal. You moved through conversations as if nothing happened. But at night, when the world is still, the pain returns, like it never left. Some of you wake because of a mistake, a choice, a moment, a decision you wish you could erase. You replay it, you rethink it, you punish yourself with it. You wish you could turn back time and undo it. But time only moves forward and the memory stays. Some of you wake because of betrayal, a trust that broke, a heart that shattered, a bond that changed you. There is a scar inside you that hasn't healed, one you try to ignore, but it still hurts when life grows quiet. Some of you wake because fear has followed you from year to year. Fear of the future, fear of failure, fear of losing people, fear of being alone, fear of not being enough. You hide it behind strength during the day, but at night, it sits beside you and whispers your name. Some of you wake because loneliness has made a home deep inside your chest, a loneliness that stays even when you laugh, even when you work, even when people surround you, even when you talk and pretend everything is fine. A loneliness that no one notices because you have mastered the art of hiding it. Some of you wake with an emptiness. You don't know how to explain. An emptiness behind your smile, behind your achievements, behind your brave face. You give light to others, but your own heart feels dim. During the day, no one sees this. You hide it with skill. You move, you talk. You work, you joke. You help people, you pretend. And people believe you. They say, you're strong, you're fine. You always handle everything. You never break. But they don't know that you do break. Just quietly, alone, in your thoughts, in your chest, in your heart. People see your face. but Allah sees your heart. People hear your words, but Allah hears your silence. People see your actions, but Allah sees the weight you carry behind those actions. People see your smile, but Allah sees the tremble beneath it. And because He sees all of this, all the pain, all the pressure, all the hidden tears, all the unspoken fears, He wakes you in the softest, gentlest hour of the night, not to burden you, not to test you, not to make you feel more alone, but to free you to lift what you can no longer lift, to hold what you can no longer hold, to heal what you can no longer touch, to soothe wounds you forgot were still open, to give your soul the breath it has been waiting for. He is speaking to your heart. Let it out. Talk to me. Tell me what you never say. Tell me what you hide. Tell me what you fear. Tell me what hurts. I will heal what no one else can. Because no therapist, no friend, no spouse, no parent, no matter how loving, can reach the places inside you that Allah can reach. In this hour of divine closeness, people can comfort your mind, but Allah comforts your soul. People can wipe your tears, but Allah can stop the reason you cry. People can listen to your words, but Allah listens to your heart, the part of you you don't even know how to express. This sacred time before dawn is not just an hour. It is not just silence. It is not just a random moment. It is medicine, pure heavenly medicine. It cleans your heart from the dust of the day. It washes away the heaviness you carried all week. It softens scars you thought were permanent. It cools the fire of pain burning in your chest. It calms storms you thought would break you. It brings softness where pain once lived. It brings clarity where confusion once grew. It brings light where darkness once settled. It gives your soul a peace you cannot explain, the kind of peace you search for in people, in success, in distractions, in entertainment, but never find a peace that stays with you even after the sun rises, even after the world wakes up, even after life gets loud again. This is the hour where your pain is not a burden, it becomes a prayer made of tears, of silence, of breaths, of trembling hearts, of unspoken words, of broken pieces you don't show anyone. And Allah listens to every part of it, every sigh, every fear, every ache, every whisper, every heartbreak, every secret, every tear. Nothing you feel in this hour is unnoticed by Him. Not a single drop, not a single breath, not a single hurt, because in this hour, your pain finally has a place to go. And that place is with the one who never rejects you, never judges you, never gets tired of you, and never leaves you alone. How to answer the call? When Allah wakes you in this blessed hour, do not let your mind complicate something that Allah made beautifully simple. Do not let shaitan whisper, you're not ready, you're not religious enough, you're too sinful, you're too tired, you don't know enough Quran, you don't pray perfectly, you don't deserve this moment. Every one of those thoughts is a lie designed to keep you away from the moment that could change everything for you. Allah is not calling you because you are perfect. He is calling you because He knows you are not, and He still loves you enough to invite you anyway. He is not asking you to be an expert. He is not asking you to be fluent. He's not asking you to be polished or eloquent or emotionally intense. He is asking you to be sincere, just sincere, nothing more. A heart that whispers, Ya Allah, I came because you woke me, even if the words feel small, even if your voice is shaky, even if your hands tremble, even if you're embarrassed by your sins, even if your heart feels empty instead of spiritual, even if you don't know where to begin. So when you wake up, don't rush, don't jump, don't force anything. Move slowly, as if you are stepping into a moment your soul has been waiting for, even when you didn't realize it. Sit up gently. Feel the darkness around you. Feel how quiet everything is. Let your breathing settle. Let your heart slow down. Let your body remember that this is not an ordinary moment. This is not just waking up in the middle of the night. This is Allah saying, I chose you right now. Then rise from your bed, not like someone who is completing a task, but like someone who is answering a loving call from the one who created them. Make wudu. Let the water touch your skin with intention, with softness, with awareness. Feel the coolness on your face, as if it is washing away the fog in your mind and the heaviness in your chest. Feel the water slide across your hands, as if it is lifting the burdens you have been gripping tightly for too long. Feel it over your arms like a gentle embrace, reminding you that Allah is near. Let every drop of water remind you that you are being refreshed, renewed, reset, not just physically, but spiritually. Then stand on your prayer mat. Don't think about how you look. Don't think about sounding beautiful. Don't think about praying like someone you admire. This moment is between you and Allah. No one else exists here. You don't need long surahs. You don't need perfect tajweed. You don't need hours of prayer. You don't need strength. You don't need perfection. Just pray 2 rak'at. Just two simple units of prayer that can open doors you never thought would open. 2 rak'at that can wipe sins you thought were too heavy. 2 rak'at that can shift the direction of your life without you even realizing it. 2 rak'at that can bring calm to a storm you've been fighting alone. 2 rak'at that can heal a wound that has been hurting for years. And then, after you finish your prayer, lift your hands. Lift them the way a child lifts their hands toward the person they trust the most, with innocence, with need, with honesty, with humility, with hope. Your dua does not have to be long. It does not have to be poetic. It does not have to be impressive. The best dua is the one that comes from the deepest part of your heart. Even if it is only one sentence. Ya Allah, help me. Ya Allah, forgive me. Ya Allah, guide me. Ya Allah, calm my heart. Ya Allah, bring me closer to you. Ya Allah, protect me. Ya Allah, don't leave me alone. Ya Allah, open a way for me. Ya Allah, give me strength to continue. Ya Allah, remove this pain. Ya Allah, I don't know what to do. Please take over. Even if your dua is only one breath, one tear, one tremble, one moment of vulnerability. It is more beloved to Allah than hours of worship without sincerity. And your tears, even the smallest one, the one that falls quietly, without sound, without force, without dramatic emotion, that tear is more precious to Allah than gold and diamonds, more precious than charity, more precious than hours of speeches, more precious than public deeds. A single tear shed in the stillness of this hour is recorded by the angels, honored by the heavens, and cherished by the Lord of mercy. That one tear could be the moment Allah changes your destiny. That one tear could be the moment He removes a burden you thought you'd carry forever. That one tear could be the moment He forgives you completely and fills your heart with peace. That one tear could be the moment your life begins to shift in ways you've been praying for silently. Because in this hour, you are not standing in front of Allah alone. You are standing in front of Allah with every angel witnessing your sincerity, every gate of mercy open, every blessing ready, every forgiveness near, every light descending. And Allah, the most loving, the most gentle, the most merciful, is listening to you with an attention that no human being has ever given you, with a closeness that no heart has ever offered you, with a love that no soul has ever matched. He is watching your hands rise. He is watching your chest tremble. He is watching your eyes soften. He is watching your heart return to Him. And He is accepting you just as you are. Not perfect, not polished, not knowledgeable, not spiritually advanced, not emotionally controlled, just sincere, just His servant, just His creation, just His soul returning to Him in the quiet of the night. And that is everything. That sincerity is greater than anything this world can give you. The change you will feel when you answer Allah's call in these quiet, sacred hours, something inside you begins to shift in ways you may not see at first. The change is so gentle, so subtle, so soft that you might think nothing is happening, but something is happening, something profound, something sacred, something life-shaping. Allah never brings you to the night without preparing the dawn inside you. You might not feel the transformation the first night or the second or even the 10th. Your heart might still feel stiff. Your mind might still feel foggy. Your spirit might still feel heavy. Your emotions might still feel numb. Your pain might still feel loud. But keep going. Give your heart time to thaw. Give your soul time to breathe. Give your spirit time to open, because the changes that come from Allah do not crash into your life. They enter like light, quietly, softly, patiently. Your heart begins to soften. Slowly, the hardness around it, the walls you built to protect yourself, the anger you carried for years, the resentment you hid from everyone, begin to crack. The anger you held onto for so long, because you didn't know where to put it, starts to melt, drop by drop. The resentment that grew from people who hurt you, from words that wounded you, from disappointments that shaped you, loosens its grip. You feel it in small ways first. A moment of calm where there was usually chaos. A moment of patience where there was usually frustration. A moment of clarity where there was usually confusion. The heaviness you wake up with each morning, that invisible weight pressing down on your chest, it begins to lift, not all at once, but slowly, like the sun rising over a dark horizon. Your mind becomes clearer. The fog that once clouded everything, the confusion that made simple decisions feel impossible, the constant overthinking that drained your energy, all begin to fade with time. You begin to see your life with new eyes. You begin to understand things that once felt overwhelming. You begin to feel a quiet guidance, helping you choose, helping you understand, helping you let go of what was never meant for you. Your patience begins to grow. Life still happens. People still annoy you. Situations still test you. But your reactions change. You pause before you speak. You breathe before you break. You respond with thought instead of impulse. You let things slide that used to steal your peace. Your heart becomes more spacious, more gentle, more steady. Your fears begin to lighten. Those fearful thoughts that once controlled your days start losing their authority. They no longer crush you the way they used to. They no longer echo as loudly in your mind. Even when fear visits you, you don't feel abandoned with it anymore. You feel supported, as if an unseen strength is holding your heart and whispering, I am here. Your faith begins to deepen. Not because your life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you finally understand that you are not walking through it alone. You begin to feel Allah's companionship in moments that once felt empty. You begin to feel His nearness in moments that once felt hollow. You begin to feel His comfort in places where you once felt vulnerable. Your day begins to feel blessed. Little things go right. Doors open smoothly. Conversations feel warmer. Tasks feel lighter. Your energy feels cleaner. There is barakah, wide blessing in your hours. You accomplish more with less stress. You feel supported in your efforts. You notice beauty in moments you used to overlook. Your worries, the ones that once ruled your life, begin to lose their power. They don't disappear instantly. Life does not suddenly become flawless, but the difference is life-changing. Your worries stop owning you. You look at your problems with a calmer heart, a clearer mind, and a deeper trust. Not because your problems are small, but because Allah becomes big to you, bigger than your fear, bigger than your stress, bigger than your sadness, bigger than your anxiety, bigger than anything that tries to shake you. And your soul, your tired, overworked, overwhelmed soul, finally begins to feel alive again. Alive in a way sleep cannot give. Alive in a way entertainment cannot offer. Alive in a way people cannot provide. Alive in a way this world can never deliver. You stop feeling lost. You stop walking around with a hollow heart. You stop searching for comfort in places that only left you emptier. You stop asking, who will help me? And you start saying, Allah is with me. You stop depending on people, on their approval, their attention, their validation, their love. You stop chasing after the world. It's money, it's noise, it's praise, it's illusion. Because you find something better, something eternal, something unbreakable. You find Allah, you find the one who never leaves you. Not when you forget Him, not when you fall, not when you sin, not when you struggle, not when you cry, not when you feel empty, not when your heart feels weak. You find the one who sees you when no one else does, who hears you when no one else is listening, who answers you when nothing else works, who guides you when you have no idea where to go, who forgives you when you can't forgive yourself, who strengthens you when your strength collapses, who comforts you in ways no human being ever could, who lifts you from places you thought you would drown. And once your heart experiences this closeness, once your soul tastes this nearness, once your spirit feels this love, you will look back at the life you lived before and wonder, how did I survive without this? How did I live without Him? How did I carry all of that alone? Because you will finally understand that everything you were searching for, peace, comfort, clarity, love, stability, healing, was never in people, was never in wealth, was never in the world. It was always waiting for you in the silence of the night, in the softness of your tears, in the stillness of your prayers, with the one who never leaves. And that realization, that awakening, that transformation is the beginning of a new you, a you that walks with calm, a you that breathes with trust, a you that feels held, a you that is no longer alone, a you that knows Allah is near. In every heartbeat, every breath, every moment. This is the change you will feel. Not loud, not dramatic, but deep, lasting, life-altering, soul rebuilding. A change only Allah can create. When you wake again, remember this. The next time your eyes open between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., and the world feels like it's holding its breath, and the air around you is still, and there is a quiet you cannot explain, and your heart feels gently awake. Even though your body is tired, do not rush to close your eyes again. Do not shrug it off. Do not tell yourself you just woke randomly. Do not reach for your phone to distract yourself with scrolling. Do not treat this moment as if it is the same as any other moment of the night. Pause it. Just pause, even for a few seconds. Let the silence wrap around you like a soft blanket. Let your breathing slow down. Let your chest feel the stillness. Let your heart settle. Let your soul rise to the surface, because your soul understands something your mind has not caught up with yet. Because in that exact moment, in that quiet, fragile slice of time, the one who created your heart, the one who formed your spirit before you were born, the one who has never abandoned you for a single heartbeat, is calling you, not with a sound your ears can hear, but with a pull your heart can feel. Your Lord, who loves you more deeply than anyone who has ever loved you, who knows the weight you carry during the day, who knows the tears you cry at night, who knows the thoughts you try to hide behind your smile, who knows the battles you never speak about. He is calling you by your name in the darkness of the night. And he is saying, come to me. I am near to your pain, the pain you try to hide, near to your fears, the fears you pretend don't exist, near to your struggles, the ones no one sees, near to your hopes, the ones you barely admit to yourself, near to your broken pieces, the ones you keep trying to hold together, near to every whispered dua, the ones you never say out loud, the ones you say only in your heart, the ones you've been afraid to make again. So rise, even if slowly, even if your legs feel heavy, even if your body wants to stay in bed, even if your heart feels tired. Speak, even if your voice is barely a whisper, even if your dua is just a few words, even if tears come before the words do, even if you don't know how to begin. Cry, even if it's only one tear, even if your eyes don't fully open, even if your heart feels numb at first, because this moment, this quiet, hidden, gentle moment might not visit you again in the same way. This may be the night Allah lifts the burden that has been crushing your chest. This may be the night He opens a door you have been begging Him to open for months, maybe for years. This may be the night He begins to heal a wound you thought would stay forever. This may be the night He forgives sins you've been carrying like heavy stones on your back. This may be the night your soul finally feels seen, heard, understood. This may be the night your heart finds the peace you have been searching for day after day, year after year. Allah chose you to wake. Allah chose this hour for you. Allah chose this moment to bring you a closeness that no one else can give. So when the world is sleeping and your eyes open again in those sacred minutes, remember this. It is not an accident. It is not random. It is not meaningless. It is a personal invitation, a divine invitation. Answer it, because the one calling you is the one who has never stopped loving you, not for a single moment of your life. Ya Allah, the most loving, the most gentle, the most merciful, the one who hears every whisper before it leaves our tongue, the one who understands every tear before it falls. We come to you with hearts that are weak, that are tired, that are hopeful, that are in need of you. Ya Allah, wake our hearts before you, wake our bodies, let our souls feel your call. Even when our minds are heavy with sleep, let our spirits respond to you. Even when our eyes can barely open, let us rise in the quiet of the night with sincerity that is real, with humility that is deep, with longing that pulls us toward you with every breath we take. Ya Allah, guide our steps to the prayer mat. When the world is silent and the angels are near, make us among those who stand before you. In the moments when the heavens are open and your mercy is descending, let our prayers be filled, not with empty words, but with presence, with focus, with softness, with love. Love for you, love for meeting you, love for returning to you. Ya Allah, forgive our sins. Every sin we remember with regret, every sin we try to forget, every sin we hide from people, every sin we hide from ourselves. Forgive the sins we made out of weakness, the sins we made out of fear, the sins we made out of confusion, and the sins we made out of desire. Clean our hearts from every stain our mistakes have left behind. Wash our souls with a mercy so pure that we rise feeling lighter than we ever have before. Ya Allah, heal our wounds, the wounds no human being knows about, the wounds we carry quietly in our chest, the wounds we pretend don't hurt, but break us a little more every day. Heal the wounds that came from betrayal, from rejection, from disappointment, from heartbreak, from loss. Replace our sadness with calm. Replace our fear with trust. Replace our heaviness with light that only you can give. Ya Allah, comfort our hearts in ways only you can. Give us peace that stays even in storms. Give us patience that grows, even in difficulty. Give us faith that does not shake even when life becomes hard and nothing makes sense. Ya Allah, make us among those you choose in the darkness of the night, those who wake when you call their name, those who stand with love in their hearts, those who whisper to you with hope, those who return to you again and again, no matter how many times they fall. Let our du'as rise to the heavens like light. Let our tears be accepted like pearls of sincerity. Let our whispers be answered in ways we recognize and in ways we do not. Let our hearts be changed forever by the nights we stood before you. Ya Allah, accept us, forgive us, guide us, protect us, and do not let us die except with hearts that are connected to you. Amen. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.